The topic of the day out of this podcast, video podcast, we post the video portion of this on YouTube, so people can see the topic of the day. If you want to see the whole video podcast, you have to be a client, and you log into the Insider, FBTV Insider. That's the client area for Taltoa. Taltoa, in case you were wondering, well, you can find Taltoa at taltoa.com, taltoa.com. We are a training and consulting firm for freight brokers, freight broker agents, transportation, logistics in general. We have all kinds of training and consulting packages. Matter of fact, you can go to our website. You see they started, the live training starts at $6.95. These packages all include placement. Now, I want to point something out to you. We always get this question, what about the $14.95 package? $14.95 package, the freight broker package, is actually designed for somebody thinking about starting their own freight brokerage within the next 3 to 6 months. This package is built around our standard consulting package for a freight broker company. $14.95, you can have up to 4 attendees, because usually a freight brokerage is going to have more staff, so you can have up to 4 attendees. The other 2 packages, you and a guest. So if you plan on starting out as an agent, freight broker agent, which we recommend, okay, the broker basic or the standard, once you complete your training, you will have the option of entering the Taltoa Mentorship Program, the TMP. That allows you to begin your broker operation as a freight broker agent through us under a licensed broker. That allows you to begin your broker operation, start building a customer base, start gaining the experience you need to be successful, so at the end of your mentorship program, you can move on to either starting your own freight brokerage company, or, if you wish, remain a freight broker agent by contracting to a brokerage direct. But the freight broker package, again, it's designed for somebody that plans on starting their own freight brokerage company within the next 3 to 6 months, because it's got our standard 12-month consulting period. Now, with the freight broker package, yes, you still have the option of entering the mentorship program if you wish to do that. But check it out. Freight broker training and consulting from Taltoa, taltoa.com. And there'll be a package in there that's sure to fit any budget. Also, something I didn't bring up that I will, the basic package and the standard. They both have a pay-go financing option. Pay-go, pay-as-you-go. That's where you make a minimum down payment, and you can begin your training. We will ship you out the material. Going to be the hard copy of the manual and the workbook, part of that package. When you get that, you call in, schedule part 1. When you're ready to do part 2, if you're doing pay-go, you would be required to make at least a $100 minimum payment to schedule your next session. All right, that makes sense. Okay, let's talk about social media. See if I can bring it up here. Well, I thought I was, but there we go. All right, yeah, I'll bring it up here. Okay, social media. I'm talking about Twitter. Talking about, Pinterest, I guess. What's the other one? Facebook. I'm not a big fan of Facebook at all. Not a real big fan of any of the social medias anymore. I'm not even a big fan of YouTube anymore. Not like I used to be, because they do a lot of censoring. But we're going to get away from that. All right, we're not talking about censorship or anything like that. What we're going to be talking about is using these social media platforms to help you market your transportation business. All right, so you've got a website, you got a blog, you got your newsletter going on. If you've watched any of the previous marketing videos, we've been talking about that loop. You want to get people in your loop, and you want to keep them there. So you got the website. That's your base. That's the home base for your loop. You're always drawing people back to your website. That's where you're getting your message across. Your blog, that is where you are creating the perception of you being the expert for what you do. People always want to work with an expert. Now, what do we put up there on the blog? Okay, we talked. You can go back and watch that video, but just write articles. You want to keep it. You want to keep all this professional. It's all business. It's not about what you had for dinner or breakfast or where you went for lunch or anything like that. You want it all business. You want it to stay on topic, which is going to be transportation, and logistics about your freight brokerage. Newsletter, you're going to be sending that out. You don't have to send it out every day or every week. A couple of times a month, more than adequate. But your social media, all right, that's where you can be playing with that daily. Now, how do you do that? Well, on your website, your blog, your newsletter, you're always pushing people to follow you on your social media. Okay? You want them to follow you because that keeps them coming back to your loop. Your social media page, as people start following you, what you're wanting to do there is, if you're a broker, start putting your good loads up there, your money loads, the loads you can make the most money on. You don't want to give them the whole 9 yards, but you want to make it just enough, put enough information in that tweet or on Facebook or whatever you're using to advertise your load. Hey, you got a great flatbed load picking up in Atlanta going to Dallas, no tarp. Great rate. Call me, 479-668-0838. There's your post. See what I mean? You can put your little hashtags in it. You can also include a link to your website. Once you start getting people in that loop, and it's going around and around and around, they always keep on bouncing back. You know, the website's your base. The blog, people are finding it. You know, they're going to your website. Hey, they got a blog. Let's see what their blog does. Okay, then they follow you on your blog, and they see you got a newsletter. Hey, let's get his newsletter. Okay, now you're still hitting these people constantly. You know, once or twice a month, you're sending out a newsletter reminding them that you are there whenever they need a freight broker or transportation provider. Then you got your social media, because now you've got that immediate contact. People are going to start following you. And as they start following you, your followers are going to grow. That's going to bring more in. You start doing this correctly, you start becoming top of mind. Not only for carriers, but customers as well. See what I mean? So keep that in mind. That makes sense? Anyway, we in the standard package and the freight broker package, you have access to the supplemental training. And let me see if I can pull that up. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Do I have it up here? Yeah, I do. Here. Supplemental training. This is what I'm talking about. If you're a client of Tautoa, at the end of each session, you're going to have access to that on-demand material for that session. But the supplemental I'm talking about, this will be for people that have the standard package and the freight broker package. It has all this information in it. You know, there's videos, there's downloads. It's talking about marketing. We go through the marketing material here. All this information, you have access to that through those packages. All right, very good. Tautoa, TALTOA.com. Love to hear from you. If you have any questions, feel free to call me.